Hey everyone, it's Red76. I'm excited to bring you some information regarding Battlefield 5. So, we had the closed alpha back in June. I think it was June 28th through July 2nd of this year. And I can't remember if it was entirely through the 2nd or if it stopped on the 2nd. Maybe you guys remember. But I just got an email from EA Games and they invited me to closed alpha 2. So check your inboxes on your email. If you didn't receive an email, go back to Origin, and this is PC only, so you console players, I'm sorry. It's only strictly for PC. That doesn't mean that you can't participate. You know, you might be able to, if you have an Origin account, you might be able to participate. So it doesn't hurt to try, right? But it is exclusive to PC, so you would have to have a good gaming PC and whatnot, or you could try it on your friend's computer if you want to, if they game on PC. But regarding Closed Alpha 2, it starts tomorrow, so get on Origin. Have no fear if you deleted the game. Just go back and get the code that you got from your first email for the first closed alpha. If you deleted the game entirely, it should still be under Origin, under Games, and it will say that the game's no longer available or whatever. Just click on that. It may give you an option to install again, because they're going to continue your stats from Closed Alpha 1 to Closed Alpha 2. So if you stopped at rank, I don't know, 10, then you'll pick up where you left off. The Closed Alpha 2 is invite only by EA. So if you didn't participate in the first one, but you did get an invite, you'll still have a chance to participate in the Closed Alpha 2. Closed Alpha 2 is English only, exclusive to PC, and it starts tomorrow through, I would imagine, Saturday the 4th. So it's going to be August 14th, Tuesday, August 14th, through either Saturday, August 4th, or Sunday, August 5th. I'm not really sure which day that they're going to stop it on. I would imagine that they'll let everybody play it through the weekend, though, but it usually only lasts about 4 or 5 days. Battlefield games usually only have one alpha. I've never seen a 2. That's not to say that they've never had an Alpha 2, but I've never seen one, and they really want to perfect this game, so that's why they're doing another test. The preload is available now, so get on Origin and preload it. If you can't find it on your games or whatever, just search Origin, and you might be able to type it in there and find it. If you have any trouble, just post in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do to help you. It goes live, like I said, tomorrow. The download size is it's just over 10 gigabytes, and it's just a limited time. There's no stop date, so like I said, I think it's going to be only 4 to 5 days. What you want to do to participate is, besides it being invite only, just check your codes. It's going to be the same code that you got in your email for the first one if you received one. If you received an email for this one, again, the code's going to be in that email, and it will be specific to you, so you can't share the code. If you did not redeem your code from the first alpha and you missed it, or you missed the opportunity, or you were busy, whatever the issue is, you can use that same code for Closed Alpha 2. EA will send another email with the same code to players just to remind them. So this means that if you took part in the first one, then automatically you're going to be in this one, from what I've read. DICE further confirmed that this round will be expanded to include many more players, so there's still a chance you're going to get a key this time around. They want to have focus on, I believe, squad gaming, so I'll go ahead and go over that. I'm going to read this off to you. As far as content, the second closed alpha is identical when it comes to the maps, modes, weapons, classes, vehicles, and so on. It's built from the first alpha. Once again, we'll be playing on Arctic Fjord, or it's either Arctic Fjord or Arctic Jord. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Both Conquest Mode and the 2 phases of Grand Operations, Airborne and Breakthrough. Unlike the first test, Closed Alpha 2 won't feature any daily orders or special assignments. So I don't know if there will be a chance to get another dog tag or what. But if there is, they will probably let us know on there in-game. The focus on this test, is to test the speed of player progression. DICE made some changes based on feedback from the first alpha. Things like how fast players score points and general progression through the ranks have been changed. don't forget to give them feedback. Don't just play the game and have fun. I mean, that's the whole idea, is to have fun, but give them feedback so that it helps them. I cannot stress that enough, because we run into bugs that stay into the game forever. And if you're that one person that encountered a bug that really sucks, or a glitch that really sucks, that, you know, it's one that you don't want to keep around, you need to let them know, DICE, you need to let them know so they can fix it. Because it will be in the game forever if nobody else encounters it and you're the only one. Or maybe you and then future people, you know, future players, future generations play it, and nobody's going to be there to fix it. So make sure that you report everything. Just write it down. And I'm going to show you what I wrote down for the first closed alpha. This is what I wrote down. Okay, so this is the following of what I encountered. And maybe some of you guys encountered this too. My character could not be revived after going down. I could not exit the game after going down and had to leave the server. I went to the BF5 menu, but nothing was on the menu, except the friends icon at the bottom right. I then had to Control-Alt-Delete to exit the game. That's number one. Number two, under Find Platoon, I was able to search for my platoon. The platoon emblem showed in the results. I clicked on the emblem and then nothing happened, but the game acted as if something was supposed to happen. Number three, rank at the end of the round is laggy and glitchy. Rank bar goes past the bar to the far right while ranking up. This is something that happened on Battlefield 1, I remember, and they fixed it, so let them know if you're encountering that. Number four, one character model stayed in the deceased mode even though he was alive. These are just a few bugs and glitches that I came across while playing the closed alpha. I'm sure everyone has experienced their own bugs and glitches while playing this game. Hopefully everybody will mention them so that they can get fixed. Other than that, it appears to be a great game, and I can't wait to play the open beta. Red7669, URSO Clan. That's what I sent to DICE. Those who took part in the first test will be familiar with the many matchmaking and squad issues it had. DICE has fixed a few bugs in these areas which require further testing. Weapon balance has also been touched up, with some weapons getting buffed, others nerfed, and some now starting out with more magazines. So here are the balance changes. Decreased the max damage range from 12 to 8 meters. Decreased the fall-off range from 50 to 40 meters. Increased the minimum damage to 14.3. Added one additional magazine on spawn, one additional magazine on resupplying. So for the MP40, we'll go through the weapons. MP40, decrease the max damage range from 12 to 8 meters. Decrease the fall-off range from 50 to 40 meters. Increase the minimum damage to 14.3. Added one additional magazine on spawn, one additional magazine on resupplying. That first one that I read, that's the EMP. And this one I just read was the MP40. SCG-44, decreased max damage from 27 to 20. Increased max damage range from 11 to 20 meters. Increased damage fall-off range from 50 to 60 meters. Decreased minimum damage from 17 to 16.7. Added one additional magazine on spawn, one additional magazine on resupplying. Bring gun. Increased max damage range from 11 to 20 meters. Increased damage fall-off range from 50 to 60 meters. Decreased minimum damage from 17 to 16.7. The MG34. Increased max damage range from 11 to 20 meters. Increased minimum damage from 17 to 20. And increased damage fall-off range from 50 to 60 meters. The Gewehr 43. Decreased max damage range from 26.5 to 15 meters. Increased damage fall-off range from 51.5 to 60 meters. And decreased minimum damage from 36 to 34. The KAR 98. Increased max damage from 80 to 90. Decreased max damage range from 20 to 8 meters. Decreased damage fall-off range from 80 to 60 meters. Decreased minimum damage from 60 to 55. And lowered bullet exit velocity from 700 to 600. Last but not least, the Walther P38. Increased magazine amount on spawn from 4 to 8 and 10 when resupplying. Increased max damage range from 10 to 15 meters. Decreased max damage from 30 to 25 meters. Increased minimum damage from 15 to 16.7. And decreased damage fall-off range from 70 to 30 meters. Remember the system requirements. This is the minimum right here. You're going to have depending on which you have for Windows operating system. It's good for 64-bit, Windows 7, 8.1, or Windows 10. The processor, AMD FX 8350. This is minimum requirements. Processor, Intel Core i5 6600K. Memory, 8 gigs of RAM. Graphics card, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 GTX 660 2 GB. Graphics card for AMD Radeon HD 7850 2 GB. DirectX 11.0 compatible video card or equivalent. Internet should have about 512 kilobytes per second or faster stable internet connection, and your free space on your computer needs to be 50 gigabytes. You have that extra space so that the game doesn't lag and it's able to think properly and be able to handle what the game has, because these games are pretty powerful. The recommended, that was the minimum requirements, the recommended is 64-bit Windows 10, processor AMD, Ryzen 3 1300X, processor Intel Core i7 4790 or equivalent, memory 12 gigabytes of RAM, graphics card NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 3 gigabyte. The graphics card for the AMD Radeon RX 480 4 gigabytes. DirectX 11.1 compatible video card or equivalent, and the internet same thing, 512 kilobytes per second or faster, and make sure you have a stable internet connection. Best way to do that is to have an Ethernet cable connected to your router. Obviously, if you have wireless, it's still not bad. You just don't have a 100% stable connection because you can lose the connection any time, but wireless is still good. And free space, 50 gigabytes. EA wants us to focus on the matchmaking and squad joining functionality, as well as just playing normal, like you normally would, so that it can evaluate the tweaked leveling curves. So focus on matchmaking and squad joining. Maps, weapons, and vehicle balances are also still being tested so that EA can ensure matches are fun, fair, and reward skilled players, as well as server stability, back-end connectivity, and matchmaking. Remember, during gameplay, when you encounter a glitch or a bug, write it down. After the entire thing is done, give back all that information to EA and DICE. Give feedback, give feedback, give feedback. Let them know all the bugs that need to be worked out. Now, quote unquote, this is a short playtest and we will need as many invited players as possible to act fast and jump into our closed alpha servers in order to make it successful. Which also confirms the second closed alpha is built directly from the first. The focus of this test is player progression speed. We have made some changes that we think will better cater to players across all play styles and skill styles based on how fast players scored points and how quickly they progressed through the ranks in the first closed alpha. Right now the test is only available in English, as I said earlier, and invite only. Although if you had a code for the previous alpha, you'll gain automatic entry this time around too. If you didn't redeem it from the first one, again, you can use that same code. So make sure you get on, play tomorrow. I don't know what times that the closed alpha begins for the different regions. However, you console players, you guys that are on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, this is what they said. For our console players, we also want to hear what you think of the closed alpha, as there is no embargo in place for captured streamed content for closed alpha number 2. Please keep an eye on gameplay videos and streams that will likely show up shortly once the closed alpha has been launched. Let us know if you have any feedback for us. So there's no embargo. I will be recording gameplay as soon as I possibly can, and I will be uploading it as soon as I possibly can. That way you guys get to see what's taking place, if there are any bugs or glitches that I encounter, and you get to see this beautiful game. It is awesome. I loved playing the alpha. Definitely had some work to be done, but all in all, it was a great experience for an alpha. That about wraps it up for Battlefield 5 Closed Alpha 2. If you have any questions, post in the comments below. If you need help redeeming your code or starting the game or installing it, whatever. If you have any kind of technical issues, I may be able to help you, so post in the comments. I will be checking the comments. Post in the comments and I'll answer as soon as I can. If I don't answer in time, or it's something I can't help you with, I'll find out what it is that needs to be done. Otherwise, if you really want professional help, then just go to EA, get on Origin, and speak to a live chat employee, and they should be able to help you. But now is the time to install it. It took me about 30 minutes when I jumped onto Origin and installed about 30 minutes, I think. And the game's already ready to go. So I am excited. I can't wait to start playing it. And hopefully there will be less bugs and glitches on it, but if there are, we'll take note of it and we'll let them know so they can fix it. There's supposed to be a beta, from what I understand, so don't know when that's supposed to be. I think I heard it's supposed to be either August or September. I want to say September, so keep an eye out for that. But check your inboxes, check your email, keep an eye on your email. If you didn't get a code or an invite, it either means A, you weren't invited to the closed alpha 2, even though you had a 1. And if that's the case, you might want to check with Origin, because everybody who participated in the first closed alpha automatically is invited to the second. From what I understand, the best thing to do is to talk to them, though, on support and see what they can do for you as far as getting you your code. If you completely lost it or you deleted the email and you didn't, just like me, you didn't think there was going to be another alpha, contact EA and they'll more than likely help you and get you your code back. I'm sure that it's connected to your account because you can't share these codes. So basically, contact EA support if you need help, and they'll be able to get you started. But it's just downloaded earlier for me, and it's ready to go. So any questions, any comments, post in the comments. And give this video a like if it helped you out. I hope it did. And I will be posting the content, the gameplay, and everything regarding Battlefield 5 Closed Alpha 2 as soon as it is available to me. Basically, as soon as I finish playing, I'm going to be uploading. This game is, the hype is crazy, man. I am ready for this game. So, and just playing the alpha and the beta is fun enough for me. So anyway, don't forget that your rank and all your stats and progression are going to continue over. So I don't believe that we'll be starting over. Sounds like we're going to be picking up from where we left off. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video, and take care.